Where are you originally from?
I'm from Houston, Texas.
You from Houston?
Yeah, I'm from Houston, Texas. I was born in Baytown, but we grew up in the East Houston area.
Okay, so you got like brothers or siblings? Or?
Yeah, I have a twin brother and an older sister, and there's another set of twins and another single. Twins running our family. Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay, so you grew up with both your parents?
My parents divorced, but my stepfather stepped in at a real young age, and we were very close. But I'm also close with my biological father also.
Yeah, pull it. I mean,
I ain't want to punch out.
Yeah, because I don't want to send you. I mean, put the interview. You like, oh, it was so low. I can't hear myself.
Okay.
So, what would you say like the most traumatic experience you had as a child, and the most traumatic experience you had as an adult?
Most traumatic experience. Dang, what is this? Therapy? Like.
I mean, I'm making it different because you will see once you start doing a whole bunch of interviews, like usually they always see the same shit over and over. So.
Traumatic experience. Okay, the most traumatic experience. I think that I've been through sexual abuse before. When I was younger, middle school, and there was an incident that happened in high school. I think that was the most traumatic. That kind of, I'm doing better about voicing my opinion when it comes to guys, you know, because sometimes if you ever watch the Red Table Talk, they talk about this gray area that we have with men when it comes to certain situations. But I think I've owned that now. But yeah, I think that's the most traumatic experience when I was younger. But as far as my adulthood,
let me before you go to the adult. So, was it somebody you know? Was it a family member or?
Well, when I was younger in middle school, it was a family member, but not really. It was a foster care child, but that he was older than me. You know what I'm saying? He was a teenager and I was young. So he was kind of family, but not really, you know. But in high school, it was another
teenager.
Yes.
So you got raped in high school?
Yes, I got raped in high school. Mm.
What? Oh, I mean, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean, y'all really like throwing these questions at me, but like, okay, I'm ready for it. Thank God I've been through therapy and can even talk about this shit.
Right. I mean, most people. I ask that question a lot because a lot of women I dated,
well, most
like
you know what? Most beautiful women, if you see a lot of beautiful women, just automatically kind of assume that they've been through that. No, but I'm just saying, like most women that like are more feminine or out there, they're 9 times out of 10 they've probably been sexually assaulted.
Because you look at, even though it's a movie, even Precious was getting fucked.
Yeah, you're right. So, I probably shouldn't have said that, but I mean, it's just that's what I've noticed as a commonality with women. That.
Okay. So what would make you fall in love with a guy? And what would make you fall out of love with a guy?
It's hot in here.
Yes.
All these lights. Can you repeat the question?
All of the lights.
What would make me fall in love with a guy?
Yeah, what would make you fall out of love?
And fall out. To be honest, I'm one of those people that can actually find a connection with almost any decent person. Okay, so I don't think it'll be that hard to fall in love with someone, but I think when it comes to me, it's more of committing to the whole idea of whatever they have. You know, if they're the traditional type who want to settle down and have this many kids and whatnot, it's the whole commitment of the relationship. But falling in love, that's not the hard part. Connecting with people, for me, is not the hard part. But falling out of love, I think just disrespecting my boundaries.
And what are give me a couple of your boundaries that shouldn't be crossed.
If I say no, I don't want to do something, I don't need you to try to manipulate or try to change my mind into doing something else. Even if it's on the little things, if I wanted to go to an Italian spot and you wanted to go to a Chinese spot, but you asked me out and what I wanted, and I told you, and you're like, oh, but man, I'm really feeling this Chinese, but I know a little. I'm like, well, why you even ask me? You know, like stuff like that. I was just like, yo, What do you want?
So you wouldn't try to compromise?
I mean, I'll compromise, but I'm saying it's a pattern. I mean, I'm not talking about if that happened just one time, but I'm just saying if it's like a pattern I see that you really don't care about what I want or respect what I want, then I'm probably gonna be out.
So you can't fuck with nobody who just like, this is what I'm doing, and you tag along type of. You wanted like a common ground where.
Yeah.
Even you like to do something, y'all do it, and you would do something he like to do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I guess what's the last time you had you had to be stronger than the situation you was in?
Okay, recently I was dating this guy, and I'm no longer dating this guy, but it was a common friend with another girlfriend, and he had came back to me and told me that she had hit on him or whatever. And I kind of was like, I felt the type of way, but I had to kind of think about it. I'm like, okay, first of all, I don't even know if I like this dude, for one, and two, I like my friend, you know. I'd rather not lose her because we've been through some things. We're building up a relationship, so it's like, I mean, it's just one of those situations, you know, bros before hoes. Like, I'd rather choose her, you know. Yeah, I can get over him, but getting over her is gonna be like kind of a lot, you know. So I just pushed it to the side. I'm like, okay, whatever you decide to do with that, cool. So, but later on, it didn't even turn into anything. I ended up not liking him, so I'm so glad I didn't go back and be like, bitch, you did this and that. No. So I think that was a good
that whole situation.
Exactly.
I mean, but technically too, like, it's always a lot of sides to a story too.
Exactly. She could just be.
He could have misinterpreted it
exactly
a certain type of way.
Exactly.
Because I'm a Gemini. I'm married, but I'm a people's person. So a female could take what I do as entertaining females. See what I'm saying? But it's a difference. If you had to ask me my definition of entertaining females, that's, oh man, shit, god damn, man, you know, I can do better than you, man. I can take you here. We can go here. We can go there. You looking real good tonight. Let me get you a couple of drinks. Let me smoke some blunts with you. Let me change your life. Overnight celebrity twister type shit. That's what I call entertaining a female. I don't call entertaining a female like, ha ha ha, yeah, it's gonna be $20 to get in. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. Yeah, I liked this song. You know, I don't call shit like, but you know, I'm a influencer, so I gotta actually.
So your wife said that to you, or you just?
Nah. I'm gonna be real with you. B-Dot, the guy that wanted to open my ATL said it to me. He said, bro, you gotta understand, you the man. I said, no, I'm not. He was like, yes, you is. You're the host. You the MC. I said, bro, this is not the 70s. I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, bro, all these women in here gonna always try to come at you some type of way so they could get on stage quicker than the men or so they can finesse their way. And then it didn't dawn on me until it started happening. So I just say all that to say this, like, I feel like, you know, he could have misinterpreted this shit a certain type of way and said that to you because he was frustrated on some more shit. Mm-hmm. Just like, man, well, that ain't your homegirl anyway. She tried to goddamn woo-doo-woo-doo.
Yeah, no, he didn't say it like that. He just was like, I think your girl was trying to hit on me. And then I just asked him what happened, and then he's like, I was like, oh, whatever.
Okay, what she said he did. I mean, what
I'm not getting into that. It does not even matter. I don't even talk to him, and I got to keep our friends.
She said bros over home.
No, he didn't do anything fucked up, but it was just like it was just a little. It was just dating.
I didn't know y'all thought like that. I didn't know y'all thought bros over hoes. I didn't know it was like that.
I mean, you just got to be more mature and had a lot of friendships to realize who's real and who's not, and who's valuable and who's not.
Okay. She got aggressive. I ain't getting into that. Okay, what's the best life lesson you done learned so far?
Life lesson. I think to be my most authentic self. Yeah, that's my life lesson. I'm still learning it, to be honest. but just to do everything intuitively, and it has to be my choice. Everything I do.
Okay, so you got kids? They don't look like you.
No, I don't. I don't have any
Boy,
children.
say you snatched. You ain't got no kids.
Okay, so at this point in your career, if you got pregnant, would you abort it?
It depends who the father was, to be honest. And due to like if it was like my last, yes, I would.
Okay, so what is it about him that's not like?
I mean, it just wouldn't be.
He don't seem like a good father, or
No, it's not that. No, he would definitely provide, but I mean, that's just not. I don't think that I would have the emotional strength to carry out that pregnancy. I think that also when we think about abortions or women being pregnant, you have to understand it's also a spiritual journey. So how you react throughout those whole 9 months is going to affect how that child turns out. And I'd be damned if I'm depressed and I have this mean, depressed child that I can't connect to because I didn't connect to throughout the 9 months. I'm just not doing that.
I don't think that's how it works. Like you wouldn't be attached because you angry at the dad.
No, I mean, but there's going to be some type of resentment. There's going to be some type of misconnection. It's just going, and it's either going to be maybe not even from me. It could be also from the child too. This child just probably blocked me off for some odd reason. And I can't get through it. Why? Because look how you acted through the pregnancy. I've seen it happen.
Okay, so
that pregnancy, how you act in that pregnancy, it definitely determines how that child is gonna turn out.
So your siblings, they all by the same guy, or is?
No.
So did you see that with your mom? Like, did she?
Yeah, definitely. You definitely see personality differences within my siblings, but I mean, it all makes sense, to me at least in my experiences.
Right. Okay, so when is the last time you cried about something, and why did you cry?
Okay, the last time I cried about something, maybe about, I don't know, it's been a while since I cried.
Crying ain't the same no more.
Not even a joyful cry, or?
I've been kind of liking, like a tunnel vision is kind of working, laying low.
I feel like society turning all us to serial killers. Crying ain't the same no more.
What?
It's not.
What you mean?
I feel like crying is just not. I can't even remember the last time I cried when somebody died, bro.
Nah, I mean that's normal. I don't cry when people die. I mean, ain't nobody never died I was close to. So if
I'm a psychopath.
Everybody gonna die though.
I mean, they're not. But the fact that I'm able to accept that so easy and not be emotional. Oh, well, I ain't gonna say that. I say this like. I gotta get angry now to cry. That's
Right.
like for real.
No, nigga, you was on Instagram crying because you was happy. About
I was happy as fuck though.
Yeah,
That's different. Are we talking about just like on
He's
some?
in tears of joy.
yeah.
I don't count tears of joy, man.
Why? That's the most important emotion, I think.
That's the last. But I told you when you
That's
asked
what
me.
you
I
said
told you
that
what's the last
often.
time I cried when I was happy as fuck. My team.
That's good though.
We
That's
gotta
something that
win.
you should share.
But it's like I'm trying to think. Like when the last time I cried when something like fucked up happened, I just can't think. It's like
That's good though. That means life been pretty damn good for you.
Right.
so that don't mean none of my emotions is being deteriorated.
No, it doesn't necessarily mean what you want something bad to happen
No,
to see.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I feel like my emotions have been slowly deteriorated by this fascist economy and demand. That's what I feel like. I feel like emotions ain't the same no more. I feel like somewhere down the line we all watched the same show that deleted our emotions or some shit. I don't know, man. I'm on some Matrix shit.
No, I kind of get what you're saying. I kind of correlate it with watching like horror movies or gruesome, that type of stuff.
I laugh
Like,
at
that's
gore
stuff
movies.
That.
How is that cool?
Much.
Like,
yeah. So as if like,
I mean, it's not real, so.
yeah, but it's still some of that stuff is
The
just
thought
like
of
hard to
somebody's
watch.
arm getting hacked off and you like, ha, like, that's me in the movie theater. I'm like, I told it dumb ass out right down there. Everybody else like, like they feeling their arm, they looking at this segment and the ligament and shit. Like, I'm the only motherfucker, like,
Maybe
that-
you just got a dark sense of humor.
that's fucked up within itself too.
There's
Like,
nothing wrong with that. You just got a different type of way of thinking, I guess.
So, did your mom ever give you game about like how to deal with men, or you just kind of like figured it out on your own? Or have you figured it out?
Yeah, she told me to believe. Well, it wasn't really dating, but it was just in general in life, and it always stuck to me. And she said, "Believe people the first time."
somebody else told me that.
It's a bunch of liars though too, bro. I swear to God, bro.
You know how somebody else worded it
That's
for me?
that.
They said, when somebody show you who they is the first time,
Yeah,
take that too.
and that helped with a lot, even with relationships.
And shit, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I can tell a person within talking to them like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell, you know what I'm saying? And then say, I trust you. Like, I trust everybody until they give me a
Fuck me
reason
over.
not to trust you.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I got a 3-strike policy.
Okay, so what's your biggest regret so far?
My biggest regret is being cheap this one day, and it ended in jail.
You what?
So I was invited out of town for New Year's at the last minute, and the airline that I was flying was trying to charge me for my carry-on, and because it would have been too heavy, so I picked the smaller bag that I had brought to the studio the day prior, which had my firearm in it, and I forgot.
Oh.
And so I switched it at the last minute, ran out the door. He was like, "Ma'am, do you have a weapon on you?" It's like, "No." Me? It's like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "I know I do not have my weapon on me." And then he showed me. I was like, damn. And I had just got that gun too. I just purchased it, so I didn't get a permit yet. So they definitely arrested me, and I spent like a day and a half in Clayton County.
They gave it back though, right?
No, I can't get that back. That's theirs.
It wasn't in your night. It wasn't in your night.
Yeah, it's mine. Everything's mine, but it's because I didn't have a permit. But I get that. But I did not know that I had it. So technically, according to the law, because I had to take a class and everything, I didn't break the law because the law states that you had to knowingly bring a weapon or a firearm to this facility. But you can't prove that I knew, and I know for damn sure I did not know because I would have never brought that.
Okay, so
But yeah, so that's my greatest.
okay, so what do you feel like the most valuable thing you can give a person?
Valuable, probably time.
Oh, that's
Because you
hard.
can't get that back.
Okay. So, since you being so nice looking and all, have you ever had a Me Too situation? Basically, I ask this a lot too, like if you, a producer saying, hey, I give you this beat if you give me some, or promoter saying, I can give you these shows if you give me some.
Yes and no. So I had this one dude that he was talking real big talk saying that he knew so many people and this and that. And I kind of did believe him. To this day, I do kind of believe him because he was on the phone with like some pretty, like, you know, some real celebrities, and I heard him. They were on a business call. But he was on some like, oh, I love your music and this and that. You can do this, you can do that. You need to believe in yourself. And then 2 seconds later, say some explicit and sexually, like, I want to do this to you and this and that. And then go back to the music. And I'm like, nigga, what? Hold
Someone was
up.
recording or?
No, I wasn't. I was networking. Like, and yeah, he invited me to his studio and everything. And I was just like, I didn't understand what was going on, to be honest, because he just kept going back and forth. I'm like, wait, are you trying to fuck me or are you trying to fuck with me? And And to be honest, it was just like, all right, I gotta head the fuck out because this is a big nigga and I'm small. I gotta go. So I left.
At least you asked. A lot of
He
females
cared.
just sit there weirdly and
Yeah.
like it was one female when I used to be doing shit at Kids Ultra Lounge. She was telling me like this one guy kept hitting on her, but I never seen it. But she was coming because I was booking her. And then like the time that I did see it, I'm like, why you just didn't tell him to leave you alone just then? And she was like, cause like I'm here to do my performance and shit. I'm like, fuck that. Like if he putting you in a weird situation, like say something to him now. Like
Right.
Some women I noticed they'll like go along with it and be like, oh, it's almost like they'll say he forced me, but they'll just go along with it because they feel like that's what they got to do.
say that shit now, like you know what I'm saying? Cause like that's what I was explaining to her. Like you,
I mean,
ma-
who was the guy though? Did
he
he have
was
some
a
type of
promoter.
leverage?
He was a promoter.
Okay, so maybe she thought that she didn't want to be too rude and him trying to like block her bag or for whatever reason,
Right,
or
right.
even trying to put a bad name because word of mouth is because that was another thing that I was kind of hesitant on too with old dude because he on the phone with all these damn celebrities. I don't want to be a total like jackass or whatever, and him talking about like, oh, if you ever see her, don't ever fuck with her to these high ass celebrities. But to be honest, I try to like kind of think back in my head like that just shows character on him, you know, trying to block someone that. Come on now.
But of course, he ain't gonna put a good word in for you. If you ain't gonna get him, man.
Exactly. So that's how dudes are. So it's like women have to. Okay, so it's not even the women. When you say that, it's not the women fault. It's the men creating that type of toxic environment where I can't even be professional because you over here thinking sexually.
Okay.
But I'm
Right,
saying,
though.
Okay.
Right,
but I'm saying, so you feel like it's an excuse for the women to like go along with the shit because they don't want shit.
It's not an excuse. It's really a defense. That's what it is. It's a defense because one, I don't know what he about to do to my reputation, and two, also my safety. Because what have we seen in the news when dudes be trying to holler and we do not respond or we
women
reject
get shot in
them?
the face.
Exactly.
That could be anywhere.
Okay, I know. So I'm just saying, and it could be in anywhere in any situation. So that's always in the back of our minds also before we reject a man.
So I think women should be carry someone when they go to the studio.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean,
I just think
I'm just
women-
saying, and women, I hear a lot of women say they'll go to a guy's house on some business shit, and you just like, why y'all?
That's
you
not a
just
business
doing
setting
that?
at all. It's not a
And
business.
they'll be like, oh, nothing didn't happen, but
Still not a business
that's not
setting.
even worth risking it. Like going
I
to
do
somebody's
feel like
house.
all y'all should have protection though, and I do feel like too, man. Like you just gotta start. Like you
But
right.
defense classes,
You ain't
too,
gotta be a
like-
jackass, but it is a way to say, hey, you're a dude. You making me feel extremely uncomfortable.
But they feel like it's gonna mess up their opportunity, so a lot of them don't say nothing and they'll give it up.
Some opportunities.
well,
just gotta
I
go.
hope.
But the most women I date though, they give it up. It ain't like I don't know what the fuck going on. So that's good that you're not just giving it up like that. Okay, so give me your worst experience with a promoter.
With the promoter.
Like you went to this show, they said that you was number 3 on the list and you were number 30.
Okay. So I went to a show and they had a band.
That's hard.
And but I was singing to a track. So I asked them to not play along with the track because I can't hear nothing.
Fuck up your rhythm too.
Yeah, and I ain't practiced with this band, so it's like, and you don't know my songs. These are original songs. Don't. And even though I went up there, they still played along. And like I couldn't hear myself, and I just like I don't know. I don't even know
So you
how I
didn't
did
stop?
it. I didn't stop.
Okay,
I kept
see-
going,
See,
but I mean, I know that shit was horrible.
See,
Like-
just how you had got aggressive with me, talking about don't ask me that shit. Like that's how you got to be all the time. Like
Didn't I
that's
tell
your
you not to
personality.
play?
You supposed to stop. You supposed to say, DJ, cut that shit, man. Stop. So just keep in mind, like if
Yeah,
you don't be
you're
like
right.
that, if somebody pull bullshit, speak up.
Right.
Be like, hey man, I told you not to. You hit that drum one more time. Hit it one more time. This mic coming there. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna lie, man, you know what's crazy? I got in a whole fight because of a band, bro. I was hosting this gig. The dude that played saxophone was playing the drums. Y'all already see the problem here. Now, you could make the argument that most musicians know how to play multiple instruments. But it is a 50-50 situation where you got most musicians that don't know how to play multiple instruments, but at the time given, if they have the chance, they will try. And they will be very horrible at it. And that was this guy. And yeah, he got mad. I told him to stop playing while another person was performing. Same situation. He was throwing them off. The guy had a 3-song set. And yeah, me and no boy got in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Just cause it was just like,
You
bro.
beat your ass?
Oh nah, bro. Like, if anything, I kind of felt bad for him cause like he kind of got jumped. Okay, like a lot of people don't know this, but like I do a lot for artists. You see what I'm saying? That I don't ask for nothing back in return. But some of them artists, if they even hear nigga talking to me the wrong way, they will beat you the fuck up. Like I got a couple artists like that. But like I don't encourage that shit. I don't be like, yeah, man, just go out here and swing on the nigga for ego. Nah, I don't be like that. But some people be understanding like ego can't, he ain't got time to do this with you right now. But I do. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you get that type of issue. But yeah, that's what it was. Like he had done charged at me, and by the time he charged at me, like 2 artists was already on his head. He did, however, he was big as fuck. He did, however, sit on me for a while because he didn't want me to get up. But during that time, DD put so many haymakers and Timberland boots on his ass that it just was fucked up. Then when I got up, you know what happened? I beat him up. And then Beat Out was like, no, we ain't gonna do that in here. And then it was just like, yeah, bro, it's already been done. The nigga should have touched me. He tried to snatch my chains off. He tried to make me go outside. But it was fucked up because he tried to play during another art. I don't like that either, man. Don't play during the artist shit if you don't know their music. If you a band, that's fucked up.
Right.
Okay. So I guess this last question. Okay. So who helped you in a difficult time? Who put you in a difficult time, and who left you in a difficult time?
Okay, the first one was
Who helped you in a difficult
who
time?
helped me in a difficult time. I had a colleague that when I first got here, he let me stay on his couch until I got my place here. While I was I had already got my job and everything, but I just needed a few months to stay, and he let me actually have the bed, and he slept on the couch. So that was cool.
That's
He owed me
money.
something like
Right.
That shit could
Right.
be horrible.
That's one.
But that's what you supposed to
Now he
do,
wanted to
though.
see you win for real.
Yeah, he did.
So he
he
ain't
did.
come at you sexually at all.
No. We were like strictly
Was
just.
he a
Y'all
fan?
Huh?
Was he a fan?
Nah.
Y'all said the best together?
Nah, he didn't smoke. He worked a lot, so yeah.
He ain't have time. Okay.
Something about that is kind of a little weird.
Okay. So who put you in a difficult time?
Who put me through a difficult time? Probably myself. Just like kind of doing things on my own, not asking for help, prolonging the process.
Okay. And who left you in a difficult time?
Left me in a difficult time. I don't think anyone can leave me in a difficult time because I always have my basic needs. I always have, I can pay all my bills. I'm good, so I don't think anyone could just leave me in a bad time.
Right.
I'm talking about like if you got sick or something and he was like, I don't think this gonna work out, and you really needed him to help you, just take care of you type of thing. But I mean, he's out here. He ain't been in that.
No, I'm young, so maybe in the future, but no.
Okay. So tell us about your latest projects you got coming out and how we can find you, your music and all that.
Okay, so my latest project, I've been kind of contemplating on whether or not I should like do an EP or just drop singles within the next month because I make music like I go shopping. When I go shopping, I just grab what I want and I don't come back for like months. Like that's just I like the bulk shop, That's kind of how I make my music. I just do it in bulks. So I have enough now for an EP, but I'm thinking about spreading it out and maybe just taking some more time on the creative process or visual process so I can spend more money there rather than an entire project. So you'll be able to see that on all platforms. To be honest, I mean it's just my name, Dawnae, Dawwwnae. Yeah,
Does your name mean something? Or is-
Dawnae. Kinda, yeah. It's a mixture of. It's actually my name, like, but I just spelled it a little bit different. Yeah.
So it don't have no meaning?
I mean, yeah, kind
You
of,
don't
but
know,
I
or-
haven't really wrote a song about it to actually explain it. But I mean, I'm always up by dawn, I guess.
Hey, that's all. The bars. I see you got the slight
Okay,
bars.
I appreciate you coming through.
Hey.
Hopefully it didn't seem like you enjoyed it, but
Well, this was fun. I mean, those first kind of questions was like real rough. I don't know. Y'all should change that a little bit up.
it's
Traumatic, all that.
everybody always say this the best interview they done did. They
Oh,
tell me
really?
here this the best show they got.
But
so
you raw too though. You raw too though.
people
I
like
have
that.
fun. I mean, you kept me up, so. on my
It's the
toes.
clips.
But you
man.
do ask the most.
Our clips is
You know
the
what I'm
best.
saying?
We got the best clips in the game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? When we clip this shit up, you gonna take it, put it on your page. Everybody gonna be like, "Oh, girl, we feel like we connected with you." That's what it's about.
Right.
See, what we want you to leave, we want you to feel like you connected with your fans in some type of way. So now they probably got a piece of you they never got. All we ask is that you
appreciate the love.
take the clip and spread it along. Let the folks see what we got. going on.
Definitely, I will. Thank you guys for creating this space to allow me to do this.
We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you'll come back or something.
Yeah, definitely.
We actually we been looking for a co-host, but every pretty girl I asked, they turned it down. They be like,
Why? Why they turn it down?
We ain't finna be in
I don't
no
know.
job
Some
too
of them
black.
they'll be like, okay, I'll do it, or they'll show up, or I don't know what be
They
going
be trying
on.
to be
We
like
ain't about to be in no job too
sensualized, you know what I'm
black.
saying? Like,
I don't come
they
at
ain't
them.
looking at the professional.
I don't be coming at them like I'm trying to get them run that they just like don't want to do it.
I just feel like it increased the rate. We already do pretty good, but we have a female co-host. We got 4 mics. We can do it. You know what I'm saying? And then the guests just take the other mic, and then it just be like the real. I told you we like finna be a cross between academics, the Breakfast Club, and Sway Couch. We just like a difference between all 3 of them. You know what I'm saying?
If you build it, they will come though. You know what I'm saying? On God.
Okay.
Y'all showing out though. On God. I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck it, I'm gonna call for LVNT. We gonna get like 4 models to just stay here every show.
You can't afford that, man.
we can't. We do it for like 2 weeks. About 2 weeks, we'll be alright.
Okay, so we gonna leave. How you say it? Tomato.
Oh yeah, tomato.
And then this, I think Elevator gonna play after that, so
Okay, yeah.
we'll be right back.
She said, "Yeah, that's how I like the DJ to play it."